I know this is a weird angle, and I don't know that anybody can look good at this angle, but it'll have to do for today. Some of you might be wondering why I'm recording myself in this position, and I have to say, I even wondered if it was a good idea. But when I started this channel to share my journey, it was to show all of it, and I don't think I'll ever be able to show you my worst days or my worst moments, and I don't even want you to see them. I mean, not because I'm vain or anything like that, but just because it's not it's not pleasant to see, and um, but I want to show you as wide a range of my reality as possible. Um, you see me out um, in nature, really enjoying myself. Uh, you've seen me um, with a lot less energy, um, telling you about how I struggled for a few weeks to do anything because I was dealing with a lot, with my pain, with my treatments, with the recovery, and the frustrations that came with it. Um, this is one of those moments um, where when you had plans, and today I was hoping to do some house cleaning and um, maybe go for a walk as well at some point. But my body had different plans, so now I'm on my carpet with my legs propped up on the couch. I'm actually in a pretty comfortable position if I were to compare to most other positions. I'm not going to be able to hold that for too long, but for now, it's pretty comfortable because my pain is very high and I haven't been able to bring it back down. I took something, not enough to really um, bring it down as much as I would want to be able to function more because um, I don't like to take too much, and because when I take the proper amount of the painkillers, then I turn into a zombie and I'm not able to function at all. Um, so they defeat the purpose of taking something to get relief so that you can function. If you're taking enough of the meds to get the relief, but then you cannot function. Um, so I take enough to give me some relief so that I can at least um, function a bit and be present, even if it's not to do much. And then at night, if I need to, then I would take the closer to the proper amount, because if I turn into a zombie at night, that's fine. I'm in bed. Nobody cares. So that's the dilemma that I've had quite a bit this past few weeks, because I haven't had my injections this past 2 weeks. My doctor is on vacation, which I'm happy. I'm happy for him. I'm always really happy for him whenever he goes away. I miss him, obviously, Dr. Henry, but I love it when he goes away, or just take time when he takes time off from the clinic, because it's important for our um, doctors or caregivers to take time for themselves, and not just because that makes them better doctors and better caregivers for us, but because it's important for them. Everybody needs to take time for themselves and to do things that make them happy. And so I'm happy for him. I miss him. And it's a struggle because, yeah, I could go to the clinic and, see another doctor, but which I've done in the past with mixed um, results. One time I got my vocal cords frozen for 9 hours, which was not pleasant at all. Not just because I couldn't speak for those 9 hours, but because it felt like I was being strangled from inside and outside. I don't recommend at all. Um, but I like the other doctors there for the most part, and so it's nothing against them. Sometimes it's also good to test where I'm at and if I need to go every week, as I've been doing this past since I think uh, about when did I start doing that again? I think November 2023. I started going back every week again um, after being able to cut back for a while, every other week and then once a month, which felt great because I was doing much better and I knew then that it was possible to get to a place where I could do less. And the hope was the trend would continue and that I would um, ultimately stop at some point. But didn't happen that way. It actually it actually went really badly, not because of the treatment, but because of the work that I was doing at the time. And I had a very bad flare up that took me back several steps. And so back to going weekly. And so, but at some point, um, I find that it's good to gauge also where you're at and if you can manage um, longer, you know, without. Um, the first time it happened, when we did it, well, we had done that before, but when, if I was like me, I was going away, or if my doctor was going away, so he would give me the longer lasting version of the treatment the last week we saw each other. And so then he had to add something to the mix. And so then you get relief for a few more days. But the time where we decided to take advantage of the fact that he was going away and then not have replacement, do without the longer lasting version, was the was in I think holidays in 2022. Um, no, 2023, I think. Wait, no, 2022. um, December 2022. And I had a good streak. I was feeling as good as I had in a long time, and we thought it might be a good idea. You never know if you don't try, right? So it was a risky proposition, but it was also not the end of the world if it didn't work because I knew I was not going to die if I didn't have them while he was away. And then there's no shame in me telling him when he's back, hey, by the way, it was not the right time. I needed more. Also, I could have made an appointment with one of the doctors to get the shots or could have taken medication. So it wasn't just like it's not like you're jumping off a plane without a parachute on. There's like safety nets. And so, but it was nice and it worked. And then we kept it going when he came back and I said, actually, I managed and I think we can keep it going. And both of us were so excited because that's what we're striving for. That's what we're trying to get to a place where I need that treatment less and less. Um, and so this time, um, it's not like we decided, oh, let's try to do that, but it was he's going on vacation, and so let's see what happens. And also because I resumed the ketamine treatment um, in the process of making a video about that. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we were hoping that since I'm getting the ketamine infusion therapy um, while he's away, I started while he was still there, but continued since he's been away um, for the last few weeks. So if I started feeling some relief from the ketamine, um, relief from the pain, thanks to the ketamine, I mean, that would have been great. It didn't happen, unfortunately. So I've I've had to manage without um, the relief from the ketamine and without the injections, and it's been complicated because I can do everything right, meaning taking care of myself the way I'm supposed to. I can um, rest whenever I need to. I can, move, do all the things that are good for me, um, keep the stress down, all of it. And then there are other factors that are going to come in and complicate things, like the weather. And these past few weeks, it's been all over the place. Wherever you are in the world, I'm pretty sure it's the same for you because I've heard that from other people who are not in Canada. Um, from one day to the next, you don't know what to expect. And it might be um, unpleasant for some people. It's just because you're like, oh, I don't know what to wear. And I just, I just don't enjoy uh, experiencing those changes in the weather for whatever reason, or also because some people were thinking, oh, we were done with winter, and now here it comes again. Surprise, I'm here. But for me, it's more so I'm not even mad at winter staying hanging around because I love it. I love the snow. I love the cold. Um, but it's the sudden changes. It's the sudden changes in temperature and mostly in humidity. And then it's just like a killer for me. And so this has been hard to manage. And so the usual pains that I've had, that I usually have, I mean, and plus the 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 pain and aches from the changes in the weather, that's what makes all that more complicated and tough to deal with. But overall, I think I've been doing a pretty good job without the injections and without getting any benefit yet from the ketamine. I mean, in terms of pain relief, um, it's still frustrating to have those moments because the day started off kind of okay. I mean, it wasn't great. I had a hard time getting out of bed, but then once I was out of bed, it was, I think I can do some things today. Um, and then it turned, um, and then I had to do the right thing, the wise thing, and take it easy and get into this position that helps bring relief. And I thought I would share some of it again because I know I'm not alone, and also because I said that I would be transparent um, with all of you about this journey. So that's what I did. It's I don't want to do pain porn, like just exposing myself and showing you difficult moments just for the sake of it because people enjoy watching those things. That's not what it's about. And again, I told you you're probably gonna never gonna see the worst moments because they're just so bad. I wouldn't be able to even put that mic on me or even talk to you. So this is bad enough for you to see, and for me to show you. So yeah, um, that was what I wanted to share. This moment, I'm gonna rest for as long as I need to. There's no pressing plans. Nobody's expecting me for anything else. So it's just like the plans that I had with myself that I had to cancel or at least postpone, which is frustrating because I don't enjoy having to do that, even if it's not about anybody else, even if it's not because I made a plan with somebody else and I have to cancel, even when I have to cancel things for plans that I made with myself. This is, it's frustrating. So yeah, time to rest. Um, and I'll be back with another video, which will be more fun and enjoyable, hopefully. But I appreciate you watching anyway, and I will see you soon. Bye.